All right, for your drafting worksheet today, we're going to split this big open space into 4 sections for each one of the little drawing challenges we're going to do today. So they don't need to be perfect. You can just get them close to being split evenly. Okay, we're going to start with just drawing 2 boxes up in the top. So take your time to draw them. You do want them to be parallel to the other lines. So if I look at this vertical line in the top of the page, I need to measure off of them in order to make sure that my line's going to be parallel. So I'll come down a 1/2 inch there, come down a 1/2 inch there, and then from this side, I'll just come over to my mark, which is about a 1/4 inch, come over about a 1/4 inch, and use those measurements to start drawing my sides of my shape. Okay, here I'm going to need to measure one more line. So this is a tiny bit less than 1 inch. So I'm going to make a mark over here for that too. Okay, so I made that dot, and you can see that if you're just looking at it with your eye and it doesn't line up. Okay, if that happens to you, then don't draw to that line and mess up your drawing. Okay, just remeasure and make sure that you get a better measurement the second time. Okay, so this is actually less than I thought. Okay, so if it doesn't look right, don't just draw the line. You can always go back and fix it. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so you're gonna draw 2 of these. I just drew 1 to save time. Again, what we're practicing is lining up our shapes. So when you draw this second box, try to get it close to this first one. Okay, down here, I want you to draw 2 squares and a rectangle. Okay, so measure out the shapes so the sides are 1 inch on each side. And then the rectangle in the middle is going to be 1 inch by 2 inches. Okay, again, these should be lined up, so make sure you practice measuring, drawing, and eventually this side should be parallel to this side, to this line, to this side, to this side, to this line. So take your time. You have to do all those little measurements before you can start drawing in your shapes. Okay, in the third box, we're going to draw a compound shape. So you can make up whatever shape you want, but it needs to involve at least 3 other shapes. So you can do something like, this would be a square with a rectangle sticking out of it and a bigger square connected on the side. Okay, so you can see I can split up these into 2 other shapes. Hey, this again needs to be done with a ruler drawn out. All the lines should be straight and parallel. I'm just showing you an example to save some time. Okay, now in box 4, we're going to do a 2-view drawing, just a really simple block drawing. It's going to end up similar to what we did in box 2 up here. But we want to practice labeling and thinking about think about what a 2-view drawing is. So the first view is going to be the front view. And we're going to do a little bit of an angle on this one. Okay, so our front view is going to have a slant coming down the front. Then when we look at the side view, The side view is going to look like this. Okay, this slant is right here, but you can't see it because you're looking straight at it. Okay, this is going to be 1 inch. This is going to be a 1/4 inch. This is going to be 2 inches. This will be a 1/2 inch. And you should know what this height is going to be here. All right, so you're going to redraw all of these things on your drafting worksheet. Ignore this. And you're going to draw them actually scaled out, being parallel lines, the right size, and the right measurements and all that stuff.